My goal for this project was to make an interactive map based on the map from the show Game of Thrones. I started by trying to use a software called Cables, but I couldn't get the interactivity I wanted, so eventually I moved over to another software called Godot. I used YouTube tutorials to try and help me make this interactivity. I managed to get the map to highlight in certain sections, but none of the parts were clickable at the moment. Since I couldn't get the parts clickable, I decided to try and add sound to get that working first.
Lannister always pays his debts.
I needed a new approach, so I decided to design a new map in Krita. My lecturers recommended me to look into changing the object's visibility in order to get it to interact and change. I struggled a lot with trying to change the map's visibility with another asset. After not being able to get the visibility to change, I decided to focus on developing my assets before continuing. Eventually, I found that in order to change the visibility, I needed to first make some collision areas on the map. Even after this, I struggled to get it working. When I clicked on the map, the screen would disappear. I had to move the window to the side to see the software and the running of the map at the same time in order to see it working. It started to work a lot better once I switched the visibility properties around. Once I was finally able to swap the visibility between my assets and the map, I was able to duplicate this multiple times. I tried different positions for the scroll assets, but I found the best place was on the left of the map. I then re-added the sound I got working earlier in order to make my first prototype.
Lannister always pays his debts. Winter is coming.
Fire and blood.
The seed is strong.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
I got feedback telling me that I needed to make all those scroll assets evenly on top of each other. The other problem with the prototype was that the buttons for the sound did not disappear when I clicked on the different map sections. In order to fix this, I split the map into different sections so that I could make the sound buttons as a child node of each section. I then redid all the collision sections for each part of the map. I then added color to each section of the map and every scroll that when you hovered over it changed color to make it obviously clickable. I then imported audio for every section to finalize my final prototype.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Winter is coming. The seed is strong.
Fire and blood.
The cheese will be served when I want it served, and I want it served now.
I will be your champion.